Su mamá después de la escuela fue y le dijo, ¿sabes qué? Vamos a ir de compras. Nos vamos de compras. No me importa.
Yeah, Hermano, we're going to be
Entonces,
going to be live.
esa es muy
It's
buena.
preparation. This is,
Okay?
yeah.
So basically,
We're on
our
field
friend
here.
Laura
This
is
is
going to Heather,
KLCC.
and she just wants to
But
say
eventually
how
they're
much
going
she
to
loves
move it,
her mom,
and
Betsy.
Herman was saying he's going to have a
A good
much
example
bigger
of this love
studio
is that
for the future.
when Heather had her heart broken for
Yeah.
the first time,
Yeah.
no, we're going shopping.
Yeah.
And
Somebody
that's
was
what a
just calling
mother
the girls, give them a
does.
rough
They just
time.
Oh,
I gotta
make you
straighten
feel
them
good
out.
about yourself.
Yes. It's the
We
one
like
most
to
of
talk
them
about
are English.
teenager things.
And I just love to see.
Young people.
Yeah, you have that. Come in here. Let me show them. This is very, very unique to see this. It's bring back good memories. That old English technology. I guess some Germans is in it too.
He's here, the Pulque knows, and they're just letting us know what's happening in their life and time and culture and music. You don't want to push our old man and old woman's music on them. Laura, dice algo. Sí, sobre ustedes.
Sobre nosotras, bueno, nuestro programa.
Yes. Nice to be here, Herman and Armondo. Yeah.
And he's from Belize.
That's
His
right.
last name is Belize, and
That's
he's
right.
from Belize. I mean, he's a neighbor south of your border.
Exacto, Belice está localizado al sur de México con la frontera entre Chiapas y Guatemala.
Yeah, see.
Belice obtiene su independencia en 1970, 1970, ¿no?
81.
71?
81.
81.
1981, yeah.
1981.
Yeah, 1981.
1981, antes se llamaba British Columbia, ¿no?
British
Well,
Honduras.
we used to
British
call British
Honduras and-
Honduras.
Okay.
And after we get independence, we work it in back to Belize, which is the original. Yeah, it's original. So the original name.
Ah, okay. Can you tell us about
After the
Belize?
French.
What is the population of Belize?
Oh, it's 260,000 people. Yeah, that's the
That's
population.
small.
It's very small. Yeah.
For a big
It's,
piece of real estate.
it's very small, but you know something. If you really knock on the borders, you know what I mean. It will, because Guatemala have a claim to Belize. And originally, before the French come there, it was all the way to Mexico. And the French and the British they chop it up. But really, it's a one big mass Mayan,
Bueno, pues
Empire.
en realidad Belice tiene ¿cómo podríamos decir? Una sociedad multirracial, ¿no? Multirracial donde están los africanos, donde están los indígenas, los mestizos.
Yes.
La capital de Belice, señor.
Belize.
The capital. What's the capital of
It's Belize.
Belize?
Oh
Belize
yeah.
City?
Yeah.
Here's a picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's Evan, and he's with some. Is that
Those
Mayan?
are Mayans.
Oh, all right.
And the reason I brought that picture up, because from time to time people like to come to me and says, well, the Mayans, was it this, and they will go on to say, well, does the Mayan distinct? I said, no, they're right there. So I went there.
Okay.
In fact, I know many people here in Eugene who I hear the word Belize and sunshine. So I always ask about the people.
Yes.
I personally don't like being in the sun. I've had it all my life. No, I'm serious. The sun is not a topic for me. But I like to know people. And very few people ever speak of the people from Belize or the indigenous population that's there. Usually I was on the beach and I went fishing and I was diving and the rum was cheap.
Yes.
So the word Belize, for me, I usually prefer not to hear it. I don't mean from you.
Yeah,
I mean from people who don't really tie into it. Unless they're buying a piece of property. Yeah. Because a lot of property is sold there now to rich people.
Yeah, foreign people, they do take that advantage and went in there and buy it up from the poor people.
So why should poor people sell their... If they fought the British to get their independence and to take the land back, why are they giving it away or selling it?
Oh, it could be a number of things. Needs, as we know. And some people just like to do that, when there are needs. I mean, that's a weakness of, that the advantage that they take.
So is there a connection with Belize and Mexico?
Oh yeah. We have oh yes. Yeah.
The name is Garifuna. Tell me, I've
heard
the
Garifuna.
What's the Garifuna?
The Garifuna people. Those are the Carib people. They're descendants of a mixture of the Mayans. And well, they have a whole thing that they come to Belize. They usually like to say that we paddle into Belize. We didn't come in there as a slave.
Okay,
you know?
question. If I'm not mistaken, if we take St. Vincent and a part of the Caribbean, we had indigenous people there who actually went into Central America. Is that the group of people? I hate to call people group of people.
No.
Because people are people, but is that the part where they paddled to Belize, or do they mean the indigenous Maya people who live there?
Yeah, there are some Garifuna people who did say that they paddled in from St. Vincent's.
The Caribbean.
Yeah, and that's the thing I was trying to say too. Yeah. That they claim that they didn't brought their slave.
Well, that goes on in the, for instance,
you know, we paddle in, you know.
Well, where I come from, for instance, where I come from, there was no slavery ever. But, for instance, in Trinidad, the real Indians in this part of the world, there were no Indians before Europeans came here. They were just people.
Right.
And then when Europeans got lost, they called the people here Indians.
Yeah.
But the real Indians who live in this part of the world come from India. The real India.
Okay.
And if you go to Guyana, where my parents are from, or Trinidad, which has even, those two countries have larger populations of Indian heritage, that does not mean indigenous, than they do of the African. So Indians were not paddled in, as we say. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were brought in as indentured labor, but never as luggage on a slave ship. You see what I mean? So I can see what you're saying happened in Belize is the same thing with Indians from Guyana and Trinidad and St. Vincent and other parts where they were not physically forced to be brought in. Okay.
Evans, you're going to play music tonight, no?
Yeah.
You're going to offer a little taste of music.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a taste of, this is, I have my drum in here.
Okay, can you explain a little bit to us what kind of music is right there in Belize? For example, the music that you play that you're going to play tonight for us.
Well, right now the music, they have what they call Puntara going, but I'm going to go way back before then, which is, it's originally they call it Roman Chime, and I have my drum here, which is the boom boom drum, and we have Wilfred Peters. He is the Brockdown master.
Right. Brockdown Armondo is a type of music. It's still the musica.
Yeah. So I'm going to play some little bit of that, and we have to keep in mind that people like me and Mr. Peters, we are carrying on this music because originally we didn't get a chance to record those older guys before. Because up to 1980, 81 when I left, we didn't have no record studio. The first recording artist we have from Belize was called Lord Raven. He was doing a lot of calypso.
Yeah, he's good.
And there's a thing with that, you know, who started Punta Rock. And I used to hang around Gerald Band, and he used to use the word Punta a lot. But it's the same Brockdown. But what really happened with the Brockdown music? I think it's get with the Garifuna beat, because the Creole kind of lose that a little. They start to not play their drums. Only few Creole people who play their drums. People like me, I was one of the few who play the drums, and Mr. Peters, you know. And